What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back here for another Tottenham update. And yes, my brother is not with me today, but Slav has returned to the studio. How are you doing, Slav?
Hello, lovely
Welcome
to be
back, my friend.
Very
Welcome
much.
back.
It's been a long time. I'm very happy to be back though. So.
Yeah, the last time you were here, we beat Chelsea on penalties. Jose Mourinho was firmly our manager. I mean, a lot has happened since then, hasn't it?
It's been pretty mad. We were speaking before. The last time we were here, I thought we were going to win the league.
How things have changed. How things have changed.
Now I'm just grateful we're in the league. So things have changed. But look, I'm happy to be back and some interesting discussions to be had.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a few talking points. It's not going to be a long update, but just to let you know, we've just got a few topics to talk about, and then later today, me and Slav are going to be going live for a live stream to take you through all the manager targets, all the targets that have been talked about in the press, and it is also time for you to have your say on who you want as the next manager. So we'll be going live a bit later on today, so do make sure to come and join us for our live stream where you can have your say on who you want as next manager. But on the update today, we're going to go take a look at what Fabrizio Romano has been saying. And what he's been saying is Tottenham Hotspur will target a different centre-back to Milan Skriniar. Now Jose Mourinho is not in charge. I mean, Skriniar is probably the best option we could have got, wasn't it? So, I mean, it's only looking down from there, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, you've said now Mourinho is not in charge, not going to be going for Skriniar. Well, we don't know who is in charge.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's Daniel Levy and Hitchin on the transfers. I'm a bit worried.
Yeah, I mean, if we're not going to go in for Skriniar, who would you like to see us go for?
A lot of people talk about Anderson at Fulham. He's a good defender, but it's a bit naive. I can sit here and say, oh, he's going to get relegated. Is he really that good? I don't know. I think he's a good defender, but I think if you want to challenge and get back into those top positions in the league and in Europe, I don't know if he's the one. I'm undecided.
I mean, I've been impressed with him this season. I really have.
He's been good.
With him. I've been impressed with him. I would take him, but yes, I would take him, but that means I would need to bring in another with him as well. Would you take a Sven Botman? The
only thing that I know / like about him is he's left-footed, isn't he?
Yeah.
Which is very rare at the moment, left-footed centre-backs.
Especially in our squad.
Yeah. To be honest, our defenders are so bad. I'd
take anyone now.
Take anyone. I mean, that's a bit harsh. I thought they were really good, the centre-backs on Sunday.
Yeah, they were.
To credit where it's due. But yeah,
but we know these centre backs can do it on a one-off game. It's consistently where we have the problem, isn't it?
It's also about coaching as well. Look, I don't know what Mourinho is supposed to be this defensive coach, but he wasn't coach. Our defenders were progressively getting worse.
Yeah.
So I think whoever comes in as the new manager if he can coach it, any of them, if it does end up being Ten Hag, let Ten Hag and Sanchez, I think, work together.
They did, yeah. Not for long though. I think Sanchez was only at Ajax for a year or something, wasn't he?
But look, if that's, hopefully he can at least make him a competent centre back.
Maybe.
I'm trying. There's a shortage of centre backs out there. I think tops. I think we spoke about this months and months ago. In fact, it might have even been in the summer transfer window.
Yeah, when you were doing those target videos. Yeah,
and it was the same sort of situation of, other than Ruben Diaz, there was a lack of real quality centre halves.
Yeah, basically Ruben Diaz and Skriniar, who we were heavily linked with at the time.
One went to City and one is still at Inter. So.
Yeah, one's been probably the best centre-back in Serie A this year. And the one we went for was Joe Rodon.
Both are winning the title.
11, 12 million. Yeah, both are winning the title. And that says it all, to be honest. It says it all.
And we signed Joe Rodon.
Exactly.
No disrespect to Joe Rodon.
No, but
does that not sum it all up?
Yeah, it does sum it all up. I mean, we were looking to potentially go and challenge a top four, challenge a title this summer. And when you're looking at players like Ruben Diaz and Skriniar, I'm sorry, but Joe Rodon doesn't really cut it, especially with the centre-backs we have in our squad.
I think it might have even cost Mourinho his job at the end of the day. If we had a Diaz or a Skriniar, would we be sitting here in 7th place with nothing to show for our
season? I agree.
Season?
I completely agree with you. I think that the reason why Jose didn't excel here was because of our recruitment.
Whilst I do think some of the signings were, he signed off on them, the likes of Doherty and whatnot, but yeah, it's tough. And then you look at centre-backs this summer, I sit here and struggle to think of anyone other than Botman, Anderson. I would have liked Konate, but he's gone to Liverpool. And then the players then there's players who we're just not going to get because we're not going to be in the Champions League, most likely. You think of, even though he's already signed for Bayern Munich, Upamecano, we would never have got him But if
Just like we would never have got Nagelsmann.
yeah, Koulibaly, all of these players.
Koulibaly's getting on a bit. Now. He's in his 30s, right?
But I read the other day we want Jerome Boateng at 30.
Oh, I don't want Jerome Boateng, man. Please.
I don't think you can rebuild a squad by signing 32-year-olds.
I agree.
It's tough. I actually cannot sit here and think of some centre backs. There'll be people in the comments can think of some quality centre halves that will improve this team. Then please let us know, because other than Botman and Anderson, I'm struggling. I actually think that Anderson's centre back partner Tosin, who's on loan from Man City, is a good centre back. Not that we'd get him, but City have another good centre back there.
Yeah, I mean, if he's at City, I doubt they're going to come to us.
Another one that I think we could have got, Ben Godfrey.
Yeah, we were linked with him in the summer. I think we just didn't spend that extra 5 or 10 million, wasn't it?
And then Ezri Konsa we were linked with. He signed a new contract.
So would you take Mings?
No. But again, he's left.
You think Konsa over Mings?
Yeah. For those of you that have seen my friend George on this channel, when we play Villa and he talks about Villa, he'll tell you Konsa's a level above Tyrone Mings.
All right,
I think Tyrone Mings gets the credit he does because he's left-footed.
That's fair enough. Look, I think that in the summer we definitely missed a trick on not sealing that Skriniar deal, because if we would have done it for 45 million, I mean, he's worth 80 million now. I mean, it was a no-brainer at the time. It was an absolutely no-brainer. We saw the pictures of Hitchin out in Milan. I think he was going there to buy lasagna instead of going to buy Skriniar. It just drives me mad, the ownership of this club at the moment. But as Romano said, we are looking at different centre-back targets, as Milan Skriniar is probably a bit too high for us right now, seeing as he's probably worth about 80 million at the time.
I'm really looking forward to our deadline day signing of Jamal Lascelles.
Yeah, literally. But let's move on. More from Fabrizio Romano, and he says Tottenham have scheduled a direct meeting with ERIK ten Hag. He's among the candidates to become the new Spurs manager. Ten Hag is open to leave Ajax in the summer, but nothing decided yet, and he is not expected to make any sort of decision until Ajax have been confirmed winners of the league, which will probably happen this weekend. We've had a few conversations about Ten Hag off camera, but what are your main feelings towards him?
We'll get more into this when we discuss the managers this afternoon. I mean, I don't know. I just think whoever we get now is going to be underwhelming.
In terms of against Pochettino, Jose Mourinho,
and the fact that Nagelsmann's gone to Bayern, that was who pretty much everyone wanted, inside the club, outside the club, the fans. I'm undecided. We spoke about this before, and we said, look, I've just got a bad feeling that he won't work out.
That he'll emulate Frank de Boer.
Yeah, and I actually don't think it's going to be. Is he going to get backed? I feel like his style of football, you've got to have the right players for it, which we don't. Which means, are you going to spend the money to give him the players that he needs? But
in terms of Ten Hag, he's known for bringing through the youth, working a lot with youngsters, improving players. Obviously, a great style of football. He learnt his trade at Bayern Munich under Pep Guardiola when he was there. Obviously, he went to Ajax and he's done an absolutely sensational job at Ajax. Getting Ajax to the semi-finals of the Champions League is no mean feat.
First time since '97.
Yeah, it's absolutely no mean feat. So I think that when you're comparing ERIK ten Hag to a Frank de Boer, I think style of play for ERIK ten Hag is night and day when you compare it to Frank de Boer.
No, absolutely.
I completely agree with you, though, because I'm also a bit mixed, because the way Frank de Boer was revered in Holland, I think that he won the league 4 years in a row for Ajax, and I think that when he came to England, he was sacked within 7 games or something for Crystal Palace.
He didn't score a goal.
It is a difficult one. It really is a difficult one.
Crystal Palace as well. But
I do think Ten Hag's different kettle of fish. I do believe that.
I to be honest, I don't really have a set list. I don't have a reasoning behind my thoughts of, I don't know if he'll work out. It's just
something doesn't sit right with you.
It's just a gut feeling.
Yeah. I know how you feel. And actually,
if he comes in, I'll back him absolutely, 100%. I just want someone that plays nice football, which he does. I want to be able to enjoy watching us, and I'm sure he'll coach the players.
I mean, Ten Hag or Gareth Southgate, let's be honest.
But I don't know, maybe I'm just a bit salty that we didn't get Nagelsmann.
Yeah, I think everyone's salty we didn't get Nagelsmann, but he was never going to come to us when Bayern Munich were interested. Let's be honest.
I know. I just thought maybe you would challenge yourself. There's no bigger challenge than coming to Tottenham.
maybe too much of a challenge. Maybe it's a poison chalice.
Bayern Munich, he'll win everything, and he'll win it in style there.
Yeah.
So fair play to him. There's lots of managers out there that we'll speak about it this afternoon, but Ten Hag, I'll back him if he comes. I'm not 100% convinced, but
is he one Ten Hag that kind of ticks all the boxes for Levy? You know, brings through the youth, works on a budget, plays good football, all that kind of stuff.
His contract's up in a year.
And his contract's up in a year. So does that tick all the boxes for Levy, you reckon?
Yeah.
It does. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense.
There's not many boxes to tick for Levy.
Yeah.
As long as it's saving him some money and
as long as he saves him money and doesn't demand millions and millions in the transfer window.
And it will keep everyone quiet for a couple of months because everyone will give him a chance.
Yeah.
So,
look, I said when Poch was sacked that Ten Hag was the manager I wanted. I kind of changed it to Nagelsmann at some point, but maybe sometimes you just got to stick with your gut instinct sometimes, because when Jose Mourinho was first linked with Spurs, I didn't want him at all. I called him a dinosaur. Then I jumped on the bandwagon when he joined.
I was telling you for a long time to jump off that bandwagon. You didn't want to jump off.
But you told me to jump on the bandwagon as well, right at the beginning.
I think I lost all hope in Jose, I think around probably when we lost 1-0 to Chelsea.
Then quite early.
Yeah,
it was January time, wasn't it?
I don't think we didn't have a shot on target, did we?
Yeah.
And you see him today posting more Chelsea photos. You think he cared about us?
Not anymore, he doesn't. He's just been sacked. But look, let us know in the comment section below. Do you want Ten Hag as our new manager? I think that he's definitely one of the ones I'm looking at more positively. But the last one to talk about is from the Express, so I'm not sure how reliable it is, but they say potential Tottenham Hotspur target Oliver Glasner has a contract that includes a break clause of 4.3 million. However, this expires on Friday.
Levy's language.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking completely Levy's language.
On Friday.
Yeah.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
We're not getting him.
But Oliver Glasner, obviously manager of Wolfsburg.
Doing an unbelievable job.
What's your thoughts?
I don't know too much about him, but he's with an average Wolfsburg squad. I mean, they've got Wout Weghorst and Kevin and Babu. But what a job he's doing. They're third in the Bundesliga. They're above Dortmund. He's going to take them into the Champions League, it looks like. Brilliant job. Great football. Came through sort of that, Leipzig tree, I guess you can call it, under Rangnick with Nagelsmann and Klopp and Tuchel.
Oh, is he one of those managers?
One of those sort of managers, so wouldn't mind him at all.
I
think I just want a German manager. I don't know why.
They're like the kind of fashion managers at the moment, the German managers. But when you compare a Glasner to a Ten Hag, can you? I mean, you sound like you want Glasner more than Ten Hag. Is there any reason for that apart from that he's German?
Not really.
Because, I
don't know. I just think to take Wolfsburg into the Champions League is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is impressive.
To sit third.
It is impressive, but for Ten Hag to take Ajax to a Champions League semi-final is also impressive.
Yeah.
And they beat some big teams along the way, Ajax.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind either. There's just something, I just got a gut feeling about Ten Hag. Like I said, no reasoning.
The thing is, I also get that gut feeling, but I think that gut feeling genuinely only becomes because Frank de Boer failed at Crystal Palace.
Yeah. Also, the fact that he lost to us after being 3-0 up in a Champions League.
Yeah. I'm loving all the memes coming through about when he meets Lucas Moura first day at training.
Look, enjoy Lucas for the last 5 games, because if Ten Hag does come, I think he might end up being put in the reserves.
All right, look, well, that's the news for today. Like I said before, we've got a live stream to bring you today. We're going to talk through all the Tottenham manager options, and we're going to go through each and every single one, give our thoughts on them, and then we'll give you the opportunity to have your say on who you want as next manager.
Pochettino.
Thanks for everyone joining me today. Like, subscribe and comment, and as always, come on you Spurs.